Hi, it's Roland Jones. It's another video in a series of short videos on preference issues and fraudulent conveyance issues. In this case, the issue is whether a payments made to a vendor should be protected by the ordinary course defense. And the focus here is on collection pressure. Plaintiff trustee sought to withdraw one check that was made during the preference period. The court looked at it pretty closely and decided that payments, that the debtor was a regularly late payer and the payment was not particularly late. So the court looked at that fact scenario and didn't see it as being out of the ordinary course. But then, unfortunately for the vendor, the court looked at an email and heard some testimony with respect to some collection pressure. The collection pressure involved was an email from the vendor stating that the debtor would be put on a credit hold. Testimony from the debtor indicated that once that email was received, and because that email was received, the check went out, and that's the check that the trustee was trying to avoid. The creditor asserted, well, the timing of the payment was in the ordinary course, and the plaintiff asserted that because of the collection pressure, it could not be in the ordinary course. The defendant countered by saying, well, we had sent emails out before warning that the account might be put on credit hold, and so the collection pressure was not unusual. So the issue faced by the court was that, was this collection pressure, was this email sufficient to destroy the ordinary course defense of this vendor? This is the relevant statute and the relevant part of the statute. The court found that it was sufficient, even though emails went out before warning that the account might be put on credit hold. In this particular email, the vendor said the account was put on credit hold, and the court found that sufficient to take it out of the ordinary course. And the court found that this is not that this email was not in the ordinary course, even though warnings went out. In this email, the vendor used the past tense. The account was put on credit hold, and the court heard testimony that because of this email, a check went out, and that was enough to destroy the ordinary course defense due to an unusual level of collection activity. What's the takeaway here? Could be a very, very subtle increase in collection pressure, and if that increase in collection pressure is enough to get the debtor to send a payment, the debtor does send a payment because of that increase in collection pressure, it's going to be enough to take it out of the ordinary course.